Introducing the Four Regulative Principles. Number 1, no eating animals' flesh. Number 2, no taking intoxication. 3, no illicit sex. And 4, no gambling or frivolous sports. First one, foods. Food alters your consciousness. The bodies of dead animals produce a lower consciousness. Foods that produce a higher awareness are fruits, milk, roots, and grains. And God said, Behold, I have given every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree-yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. Even the Bible agrees. Meat eating destroys compassion in humans. Number 2, do drugs and religion mix? Some people glorify drugs, but in the end, drugs take us farther away from God. They contribute to spiritual and material failure in life. They lower your consciousness. Some may argue,
having a religious experience, and it can be even more important than reading the Bible 6 times or becoming a pope or something like that. Yeah.
But drugs are made of matter. They have nothing to do with spirituality.
I started chanting in July. I was still taking LSD at the time, but he was against LSD. He said, I told him, what do you think of my taking LSD for spiritual realization, expanded consciousness? I was interested in staying high forever, as it were, maintaining an awareness of the universe that was flowing through me and past me at every second of my life. He says, that's not necessary. He said, your spiritual life is already here. He says, you don't need to take anything for your spiritual life. And I knew he was right. And he had that exalted state of consciousness. I sensed it. And I knew he didn't take anything. And I knew that I wanted this state of consciousness, and that he could teach it to me.
Intoxication destroys austerity in humans. Number 3, is there really such a thing as free sex? Unwanted children this year. We have 46 million abortions per year. I do not share these images with you to make you feel guilty or bad about past actions. This is only to increase our awareness of the benefits of being chaste. I wanted to find some information about how many orphans there are in this world today. The information that I found was vague and approximate. There's 80,000 here, 400,000 there, so because it's very vague, I can't give you an exact number, but I can tell you this, that there are millions of orphans, and many of them are unwanted children. Some say premarital sex is healthy. This is just one of many sexually transmitted diseases. So not only is illicit sex unhealthy, but it is also bad karma. I'm sharing these facts with you so you can understand the negative side of illicit sex and understand the benefits of being chaste. Some people argue that sex is natural, and after all, the animals do it. But animals also pass stool in public. We are not like the animals in that way. The human form of life is higher. We have a conscience and rules and regulations. Marriage is sacred. Krishna says, I am sex according to religious principles. Illicit sex destroys purity in humans. Number 4, gambling. Gambling is a progressive disorder or sickness which initially starts out as a frivolous action and ends up being destructive to both the gambler and his or her families. Remember that Yudhishthira Maharaj lost his kingdom and honor because of a simple game of dice. That simple game of dice was the cause of the whole battlefield of Kurukshetra. If you feel that you have the gambler's disease, there are many rehabilitation centers that you can seek. Gambling and frivolous sports may come in different shapes and forms. Gambling destroys truth in humans.
Some people say that ignorance is bliss.
But we say, knowledge is power. Those four sins take us farther away from God, so they are not good. So let's try our level best to follow the four regulative principles.